High energy costs have contributed to the need for new homes to be built very efficiently. This requires the use of vapor barriers to stop air movement from inside the home to the outside. This creates a very tightly sealed home, which can be a problem because new home moisture is trapped inside. Gases, odors, and moisture are all trapped inside the home, which can cause significant health problems. Moisture trapped inside your home can be very damaging to the wood products in your home, not to mention it can also create mold. The amount of excess moisture in a new home is quite shocking and almost unbelievable. We're going to break down the different stages in the construction of a brand new 2,000 square foot home to show each and every step and how much moisture is added to the home. We'll start in the basement. The poured concrete foundation and floor can have up to 1,200 gallons of moisture. This is moisture that will slowly ooze out of the concrete in the form of vapor over the next 1.5 to 2 years at a rate of 2 to 3 gallons per day. I can't imagine this vapor being the healthiest to breathe, so removing it quickly and not allowing it to linger is probably a really good idea. The framing and other wood products will add another 800 gallons of moisture to the new home. This moisture will also leave the structure gradually over the next 1.5 to 2 years due to the vapor barriers. If it's allowed to stay, the stagnant moisture in the walls can turn into mold, which is a huge problem, so you want to remove that moisture as quickly as possible. Just because you can't see the moisture doesn't mean it isn't there. Once the home is closed in and framed, you want to get a commercial dehumidifier running in the basement as soon as possible. Next we have the drywall. The mudding of the drywall can add 100 more gallons of moisture to the structure. This will mostly be surface moisture that will be released into the home over the next few weeks. At this stage, it is very important to have a dehumidifier running in the basement removing the moisture. You definitely do not want the flooring in the home at this stage. Do not drywall the basement ceiling, as this will trap the moisture into the subfloor, not allowing it to leave the structure. Priming and painting adds up to 80 gallons of moisture to the structure. This is all surface moisture that needs to be removed immediately. Tiling and interior masonry can add another 50 gallons of moisture. This moisture will take a few months to be absorbed into the air. You definitely don't want the wood flooring in the home at this point in time, and you're going to continue running your dehumidifier in the basement. So this new home is saturated with over 2,200 gallons of moisture that will slowly be released over the next 1.5 to 2 years inside the home. This moisture is why a commercial dehumidifier capable of removing at least 10 gallons of water per day is needed. A commercial dehumidifier in the basement running for 60 days at full capacity should remove 400 to 600 gallons of moisture, which is a great start. The goal of the builder should be to get this loose or surface moisture removed by the closing date and pass on the information to the new homeowner, stressing how important continuing the dehumidification process is. If this 400 to 600 gallons is removed prior to the closing date, the homeowner can then purchase a smaller dehumidifier capable of removing 3 to 5 gallons of water per day, which should keep up with the moisture being released by the structure and concrete. Set the dehumidifier at 40% relative humidity, and it will run only when needed, which saves electricity. The high humidity summer months will require more moisture to be removed. Unfortunately, when a problem occurs with a hardwood floor in a new home, the builder often says that they didn't used to have those problems, and they go on to blame it on bad wood flooring. Wood has been kiln dried to a moisture content between 6 and 9% for more than 75 years, and the milling process is virtually the same. So it doesn't make sense to blame the issues on the wood, especially when it was perfect at the initial install. The problem is very simple. Very little has changed in the manufacturing of hardwood flooring over the past 75 years, but the process for building a new home has changed significantly. Homes are being built much quicker and much tighter than in the past. This is causing moisture to be trapped inside the home, which is gradually absorbed by the wood flooring. The biggest challenge is to get the subfloor within 2% of the hardwood flooring and continue the new home moisture removal. Our underlays separate the hardwood flooring and the subfloor temporarily, but eventually the moisture gets through and the problems start if the subfloor moisture hasn't been removed. It is almost guaranteed, especially in the humid season, If there has been no attempt to remove this moisture, there will be a problem with the hardwood flooring. Depending on the season, it is very likely that the subfloor has been rained or snowed on. The wall studs and floor joists have been exposed to the same elements and are saturated with moisture. The newly poured concrete floor and walls are curing, increasing the humidity level in the basement, which gets absorbed into the bottom of the subfloor. The hardwood flooring is the driest product in the home and will slowly absorb the excess moisture from all of these other products, causing the floor to cup and crack. Is it realistic to think that this moisture is not going to affect the hardwood flooring, which is the driest product in the home? The hardwood flooring should be the last job completed on the site. This gives the subfloor extra time to dry, as well as having the subfloor exposed on both sides helps it dry faster. It seems pretty simple. Why would a builder not follow this advice? This is very difficult for us to understand. If you went to your doctor and got a prescription for an illness and never took the medication, would it be your doctor's fault? We have builders that follow our advice and have very few issues. Unfortunately, some builders take every possible shortcut, and when things fail, they are quick to blame the hardwood flooring manufacturer. Hopefully this video has been informative, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.